All good. Okay. All right. We are 33 miles out, 11,000 feet above our target. We better start getting down. So let's go. We'll start a little slower than that. We'll just go vertical speed. Gotta actually put in a target there. There we go. You're 50 miles south of your airport. Oh crap. Oops. That's not on me. That's on Reno. I don't want to throw Reno under the bus, but that ain't my fault. And if I don't, I don't need to close a flight plan because I never, like I said, never opened one. All right. All right. I'm going to do an 800-foot traffic pattern, which means 600 feet. There's Death Valley in front of us. Telescope Peak up to the right. It's amazing how you go from 11,000 feet to below sea level. Just unbelievable. It is so cool. All right, we need more descent. And 122.9 is Furnace Creek. We got that in there. North part of Death Valley. So I don't know how many times I've been on the road here. Panamint Valley is the next valley over. That's where Star Wars Canyon is. In fact, you might no. Sorry, no. That is not Panamint Valley. That's still Saline Valley over there. Panamint Valley's over here, and Star Wars Canyon is like right over in this area. Behind that hill. But anyway, yeah, you got to go down Panamint Valley, which gets down to, it gets down close to sea level. It's like 1,500 feet, and then it goes back up over the pass here, which is like 4,000 feet, and then a big long descent into Death Valley. And it's interesting because it does different things to your car depending on which way you're going. If you're going downhill, CHP just over patrols that, the California Highway Patrol, and you almost have to ride your brakes the whole way down. It's a long straight road, and it's kind of annoying. And then if you are going uphill in the summer when it's 127 degrees, that's a good way to vapor lock your car or otherwise kill your engine. So they do have water, non-potable water on the side of the road every couple miles. I will say this: Death Valley is serious business. They call it Death Valley for a reason. I took my kids from Yosemite to Death Valley in a day. Yosemite being way back over here, right? And they were in sweatshirts. It was just a beautiful day. Drove down 395, went to Manzanar, and then drove down to Death Valley, and it was like 117, I think. And and they got out, and the car was just frigid. You wouldn't have known it. The car was just frigid, and they got out and went onto these sand dunes over here, and got about a couple hundred feet away from the car and just noped. It was actually quite funny. I've got pictures of it and everything. But yeah, that's Stovepipe Wells over there, and there is an airport there. Lima 09 Stovepipe Wells Airport. You can see it. It's very uphill, but there's the road in the distance too, heading up that Kalish into, over the pass there, into Panamint Valley over there. So it's very, very very steep, very straight until the turn. It's pretty cool. I used to camp here all the time, with Clark Griswold, and we stayed up at the Texas Springs campground, which is above Furnace Creek. Furnace Creek again is the park headquarters. There's actually a golf course there, and a resort. There's actually a couple resorts. There's cabins, and then there's the Furnace Creek Inn, which is an old, like 1930s resort, a little higher class. But anyway, and then there's all these campgrounds. But there's the airport down there, and I just remember at night sitting on one of the many foothills we hiked to in the moonlight, and listening to the coyotes howl, and dodging scorpions, and watching the rotating beacon down at the airport down below, and which doesn't even exist anymore. They've let this airport completely fall apart, and we went and walked the runways. But anytime an airplane would come in, there'd be about 4 airplanes a day, and anytime one would come in, you could hear it when it was 30 miles away. It would echo throughout the entire valley, and then you'd watch it come in, do its pattern, and land, and it was just so neat. Speaking of Furnace Creek traffic, 4 Charlie Foxtrot is Bonanza 10 miles to the northwest, inbound Furnace Creek. Good memories. And set ourselves up for we'll set ourselves up for a 45 for left downwind 3-3. You heard a louder than usual low bypass turbofan yesterday, and it turns out it was a Blue Angel. I was hiking up here near Artist Drive. There's a canyon, a slot canyon. I was hiking in there, and I heard jets in the distance, and I looked down to the south to see an F-16 absolutely beating the hell out of 2 F-4s over the south end of the valley. Just whipping. I mean, it was a sight to see, and you could tell. I mean, I know it's hard to see angles from a distance and stuff like that, but those F-4s were so gangly back then, and slow to turn, and that F-16, I'm sure it was an instructor. I'm guessing out of Nellis. What we'll do here is we'll land, and we'll stop. We'll do a full stop, hit the ramp, turn around, and take off to the south. That's what we'll do. Yeah. I even know what you're talking about with that. All right. Furnace Creek, 4 Charlie Foxtrot is 4 miles northwest. Is going to be a 45 for left downwind. 3-3, full stop, Furnace Creek. Go full prop, get a little disc. Low speed disc action here. Get under the gear speed, drop the gear. Kill the flight director, I don't want that. Again, watch our altimeter. Oh, I gotta sync the trim. It's gonna be way off. Crap. It's gonna go haywire here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, not much of a 45, is it? Furnace Creek, 4 Charlie Foxtrot is left downwind, 3-3, Furnace Creek. I'll fly over those campgrounds here in a minute. Show you where I was talking about. There's those little hills off to the left there. All right, gears 3 green, no red. Gears down and locked. Lights are on. Props full. Mixture's rich. There's Badwater Basin, lowest point in North America, right to our 12 o'clock. We'll go out there on the way out. Keep this pattern a little tight here. Furnace Creek, 4 Charlie Foxtrot, left base, 3-3, Furnace Creek. I mean, to be fair, the it doesn't get that much use. So I can see why they don't upkeep it much, but it's sad to me. It's a lot of history for me. And Furnace Creek, 4 Charlie Foxtrot, turning final, 3-3, full stop, Furnace Creek. Fish Foo! Coming in hot! Coming in hot, Fish Foo. What is up with you? What were you up to tonight? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Short final. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. Nice timing. Yeah, there's somebody's in a Phantom on the north end of the valley there. Looks pretty similar. Canary Islands and Madeira, nice. My flight has been great so far. We're not done. We're just talking about Death Valley here. We're at Furnace Creek Airport, and we're going to turn around and take off to the south and continue our quest. I almost think it's a nice time for a little stand up and stretch out. DC Designs. It's the answer to your question, Sogan. Tell us how you really feel. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to set the parking brake. I'm just going to get out, take a little pit stop. Notice our altitude is under sea level, although our altimeter is not set correctly because it should be more like this, but there is no ASOS here, so we're just guessing.